Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Angie. I'm a yoga teacher. I practiced with Brian Kest at Santa Monica Power Yoga for quite a long time. I now live in New Jersey and teach yoga here. I teach quite a bit of chair yoga, so this is going to be a chair yoga practice. The only things that you'll need for this practice, if you have a good stable chair, preferably no arms. And then I have a prop that I like to use in this sequence. It works best if you have a simple paper plate. And if not, and you have a ball of some sort, that will work as well. So get ready for your practice and working on some strength, some stamina, some deep breathing. It all works. I hope you enjoy. All right, well, welcome in. I am so happy to see all of you. I'm so happy to be able to do this practice today. Remember, this is your yoga practice. Nobody is watching what you're doing. You know, those trophies are for other people. So whoever holds a pose the longest or balances, there's no trophy there waiting for you. This is all about how you do the movements. It's about your effort, not your acquisition. So I will keep reminding you that, notice how you are. Start to know yourself in these poses without any kind of preconceived agenda. This is an embodied practice, so we want to feel our way through it, not think our way through it. And when we arrive here on the chair, a lot of times our bodies have arrived, but it does take a little bit of time to help the mind to catch up because it's still spinning around a little bit like a ceiling fan. Most of those thoughts that we're thinking throughout the day are on repeat. So just things that we're constantly obsessing about or worried or nervous about, and we don't realize the toll that it's taking on our bodies. So in order to make this a real wellness practice, we want to treat our mind state. So this is a fitness 2.0 here. There we don't just work with the body, but we work with our mind. In order to train the mind, we've got to kind of tether it to one point of focus so that it's not always spinning around. And we'll use the breath in order to do that because like our body, the breath is here. It's in this moment, at the here and now. So as you first feel that your body is here, you feel that your feet are on the ground, you find a nice comfortable position where you're upright but not uptight. Maybe you feel the tailbone a bit pressing down into the chair, and as you ground yourself here for your practice, you start to lengthen up through the crown of the head, getting a little bit taller. And then just soften the shoulders down the back. Let them be relaxed. If you want to close your eyes here, I invite you to do so, just helping to draw that attention inward. And start to find the breath because it's happening right now. Start to breathe in nice and deep through the nose if it's comfortable. And as you exhale, breathing out through the nose as well. And there's like an oceanic quality to the sound of the breath as you breathe in and you breathe out. The work becomes to try to lengthen and smooth that breath so that every time that you inhale in this practice, you're trying to fill your lungs up to maximum capacity. And when you exhale, just try to expel all of that air out of the body. And you'll notice this is going to take some effort and some focus. So the first step in any meditation is focus and concentration. So that's what this is. This yoga practice is a meditation to train your mind. I'm breathing in and I'm breathing out. And as we start to incorporate any movements into this deep breathing practice, your job is going to be to maintain that fluid breath throughout all the vicissitudes of the class. And then hopefully as you do this practice and you learn to breathe deep and smooth, you learn to do that in your life. So let's start with the hands on our heart here. You can overlap one hand on top of the other. Actually, let's take the right hand on top of the left for a moment. Feel that your heart is beating here, and as you breathe in, the heart lifts, and as you breathe out, you relax. And there's something that researchers are finding that is contributing to longevity, it's contributing to health and wellness. And this is a prescription that doesn't come in a bottle. There's no side effects to this. And that's a quality of gratitude that you can develop. So you could touch in right here to a feeling of gratitude that we're all here together, that we're healthy enough to practice yoga together, that our heart is beating, the breath is flowing, we have this life inside of us. And we'll start to work with this a little bit here. Let's take your right hand and then start to draw that right hand back like you're making a fist. And as you do that, start to take the left ear down towards the left shoulder. And then come on back, bring that right hand on top of that. Good. Inhale, draw it back, left ear, left shoulder. And then come on back right to that space of the heart. One more time, let's draw it back. Now stay back here. Leave the left ear towards your left shoulder. Place the left hand onto your lap. And then take that fist and go ahead and press that hand back and away behind you. Get a little more extension there, and imagine that you have lungs on the right side of the neck. Start to breathe in deep and full, in through the nose and out through the nose. One more time like that. Breathe in and breathe out. Now just take your head back to center. Turn that palm towards the sky. Reach it up towards the ceiling. Maybe you take the left hand and you grab the side of the chair here. Reach a little bit taller, grow long, and as you exhale, take a side bend over towards the left. And you'll really root down through that right hip as you reach those right fingertips away. Make some space between the ribs on the right side of the body. Give it one last little reach there. Now come on up with those fingertips. See if you can drop them behind the back. So we're getting into a little shoulder mobility here. So you just go to where it feels okay. If you have the length and you want to try, you can bring that opposite hand on to cup that elbow. Go ahead and straighten things out to the best of your ability. And then again to the left, you're going to bend to the side, this time working a little further into the shoulder joint as we still keep lengthening in between those ribs. Breathe in and breathe out. On your next inhale, it's a little side abdominals. We'll come back to center. Go ahead and release the top hand down by the side again. Reach the left arm back up to the sky, reach high, and then drop it onto the opposite thigh. Go ahead and twist from above the diaphragm towards the left, and then maybe the left hand comes behind the chair. Good. Root down through the sits bones, lift up through the crown of the head. Turn to look towards your left shoulder. Stay here for 2 breaths, inhaling deep and full, and then exhale completely. Again like that. Inhale and exhale. Now we're just going to turn the head. Stay in the twist. So inhale, turn your head to look towards the right shoulder. And then exhale, look back towards the left. So we're toning our vagus nerve now, working into the parasympathetic nervous system. Go ahead and inhale, turning the head only. And then exhale to come back. Try to steady the eyes. One more time. Inhale, make that turn. And then meet the breath as you exhale to turn back. And then one last movement here, staying in the twist. Can you reach your left arm back behind you like you're reaching for something good? Palm faces upward. Maybe the hand outside of the thigh even flips over. And you take this reach over, come swooping over the left ear now. I'm rooting down through my left hip. I'm in this zigzag twisted shape. And whenever you feel like you're between a rock and a hard place, can you still breathe deeply? That's the practice there, breathing in and breathing out. And then your next inhale, go ahead and float that hand back to the sky. I want you to unfurl from the top down. Bring your hands behind the chair. Grab the legs back there. Maybe scooch up a little bit forward. And then a little bit of a cow shape. Let's wrap the shoulders open without throwing back the head. We're going to lift the chin, stretch the front of the throat. And then go ahead and round the belly. Chin comes down, elbows draw forward, and we extend the back body. One more time. Inhale, lift the heart, the chin. And then exhale, round into that cat shape. Hug everything towards the midline. And then come on back to seated. Place both hands onto your lap. A little bit of that physiological sigh. So inhale, shoulders roll to the ears. Hold it at the top. Take another little sip. Open the mouth. Ha, let it go. One more time with sound. Let's breathe deep. Hold it at the top. Breathe in. And then exhale, And then just take a moment, notice how you're feeling. This time we'll take the right hand onto the heart, followed by the left. When you're ready, start to take that fist. We're going to pull back, draw the right ear towards the right shoulder. And then come on back up, hands on top of the heart. Inhale, let's come out. And then coming back in. This time, we're going to take the ear towards the shoulder. We'll draw back that bow and then keep the right ear down. Maybe press that hand back. You could turn the palm away from you. And you just get into a little different nooks and crannies there. Into the side of the neck. Breathing deep, full breaths. Good. You can relax that right hand down onto your lap. Take an inhale. We'll take the hand up towards the sky. Maybe you even bring that right hand down to grip the chair for a little leverage. Up to you. Reach the arm high and then go for that side bend over towards the right this time. Finding your anchor through the left hip, reaching the left fingertips away, and my heart is still open. My breath is still free. Good. On your next inhale, come on back up to the sky. We'll drop that hand down. You just kind of finagle it between the shoulder blades or wherever you can. Try to maintain a long spine here. If you'd like, you could float the opposite arm up. You can cup that elbow, re-straighten as you inhale. Exhale, another lateral bend over towards the right. My mind is focused on the breathing. I'm looking for places I can find space in the pose. And then using some side abdominals, we come on back to center. Let's release that hand down for a moment. Take the top hand to the sky, lengthen up, and then drop it onto the opposite thigh. Take your right hand behind the chair if it feels okay. When your body kind of clicks into place, you feel the thoracic spine turn, you find the twist, look for one spot for your eyes to gaze, and keep drawing that breath down deep into the lungs. Inhale and exhale. Now on your next inhale, go ahead and turn the head to look towards the left shoulder. And then go ahead and turn it back, trying to steady the eyes along one horizon here. Do that 2 more times, maybe even flipping that back of the hand against the thigh. And come on back. Last time, let's take a look. And then come on back as you exhale. Staying in the twist, we reach that arm straight out from the shoulder joint. The palm faces the sky. We come swooping over the head, pressing down through the right hip now. Reach those fingertips away and breathe into what you're feeling. Deep, full inhales, long, smooth exhales. Take it again. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now come on back up to the sky. Reach it high. Go ahead and bring it down onto the thigh. Now let's open up the knees a little bit wide here. So heels out, toes out, heels in, getting into the inseam of the legs. Let's take the hands down towards the knees and then drop your right shoulder towards your left knee. Maybe even use the right hand to press open that inner thigh a little bit. Good. And we're reaching the crown of the head away from that right hip. Breathe deep and full. And then go ahead and switch it out. Come on back. Try the left side. So left shoulder dips, left knee opens wide. Let's twist it back to the right side again. So this time, I want you to leave your thighs open. Take the right arm, reach it across the body. So as long as you can, making some space in the shoulder joint. And now stretch the palm of your hand. Stretch all the fingers open. And then squeeze. Give me that good grip strength. We know how important that grip strength is for longevity. Squeeze the fingers in towards the palm, nice and strong. Do that one more time. Expand all of the fingers, nice and wide. And then squeeze everything in together. Really strong. Forearms turn on, muscles in the shoulder. Now just release the thumb out to the side. And here we go. We're going to rainbow open one finger at a time, starting with the index, middle, ring, pinky. We're watching the hand expanding. Come back in reverse. So pinky comes in, followed by the ring, the middle, the index, to the thumb. One more wave, opening up one finger at a time, expanding like a moving meditation all the way open. And then come on back. Pinky, ring, middle, index to the thumb. Give it one more reach. And then drop that arm down. Just let it dangle, maybe some figure eights, getting into the neck here. Letting gravity do some work. And then take that right hand to the right hip. Bring your left forearm and stack it onto the left thigh. Good. We're going to move towards side angle pose. So reach the crown of the head a little bit towards the left knee. Ground down through both feet. And reach the right arm up to the sky. So making space here, trying to stack that hand right on top of the shoulder. And then if you'd like, taking this to side angle, you could turn that palm towards the ear, reach overhead without compromising. Right, I'm not collapsing the chest down. I'm trying to maintain everything open, heart open, breath open and strong. Good. One last little reach. And then come on up. Let's plant the hand down. We're going to heel toe, our knees to parallel. Take your right toes. Go ahead and slide them forward. Point the foot and stretch the top of the foot there. And then give me one more slide back in. Good. Do that again. Point the toes forward. Stretch the top of the foot. This time, leave the toes there for a moment. Feel that stretch. And then flex your foot. Go ahead and press that heel forward. Stretch the calf muscles. And then go ahead and roll the ankle joint around. One direction. And then the other. So we'll just get a little synovial fluid in this ankle joint. If you hear a little snap, crackle, pop, don't worry, you are not broken. Good. Now, a little hinge of the knee joint. So you have this nice fluid ankle joint. Then we want to keep that knee joint straight and stable as we hinge and hover a bit. Go ahead and press it out forward. Again, a hinge, and then press it out forward. One more time, hinge and press. This time when we hinge it in, we're going to grab the sides of the chair. And now we'll work into that hip joint. So let's open it up and then close the door. And then open and close, just to your own degree. Open and close for 2 and 1. Stay here. Sit up a little bit taller. Maybe the left arm comes out to the side like an airplane wing, followed by the right. You want a little more strength for those hip flexors. You can press that foot out, extend it to your own degree. Reach both arms up to the sky. Make sure you're still breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Let's let it go. Walk it out. And then right away, let's interlace underneath of the right thigh and just make some circles. Start to smooth it out. Largest joint in our body, those hips. We want to keep them supple. We know allopathic medicine is brilliant. It can do amazing things with these surgeries. Go ahead, reverse. However, preventative medicine is ideal. So just keeping things firing on all cylinders. And then drop that down. Go ahead and notice how that right leg feels for a moment. Find some of the residue of the poses. And then let's heel toe, our knees back open. Whenever you're ready, take your left shoulder, drop it down toward your right knee. Find that stretch, that length. And then reach out across with the left hand across the body, rooting down through your left hip. Spread all your fingers nice and wide, and then squeeze those fingers in. Get that good grip strength. Squeeze strong. Let's open it up again. Spread the palm, reach away, and then squeeze everything in. Nice and strong as you can. And then just release that thumb out to the side. If you're ready, here we go. Start to rainbow it open with the index, the middle, the ring, watching the palm, and then coming back with the pinky, the ring finger, the middle, the index to the thumb. We take that one more time, that wave of breath, that wave of movement, trying to match. And then back to where we started, in one finger at a time, closing it down, back to the beginning, and then drop that arm down. Just let it dangle. Take the left hand now, bring it onto the thigh. We're going to turn the body so that the chest faces forward. Take your right forearm, bring it onto that thigh for some support. So we're not dropping down, but what this right forearm's going to do, it's going to provide some leverage and a way to lengthen the bottom part of our torso, not just extending this part, but also the part here. And then the left hand kind of comes to the left hip just as a way to open up that pelvis nice and wide. And then once you're here, if you want, it'll help with your neck muscles, but you can always look forward or down. You could reach the left palm towards the sky and then feel that extra space that you made as you ground down through the feet. Now, extended side angle, you would turn the palm towards the ear and reach away from that left foot, not compromising the length of the spine. So really trying to reach the head, engage what you can, and nothing is forced here. So breath is still smooth. I go right to the edge of my range of motion, wherever that is today. One last little reach there. And then come on up, back to center. Let's heel toe, our legs back to parallel. Good. Take the left toes, go ahead and point them forward, and know that both feet are going to be different. So just kind of stretching into the top of that foot, see how it feels today, and then come on back in with the slide. We'll do that one more time. Point the toes forward, stretch the top of the foot, and then flex. Flex it nice and strong, press the heel forward, and then let's touch into that left ankle joint. And if your mind is distracted somewhere else, see if you can bring it right back. I know sometimes the movements can seem simple. We'll reverse that, but also know that the most simple things in life can be the most precious. Smile from our dog, hug from our grandkids. And then go ahead and hinge that out and press it forward. Again, taking that hinge, you can have the hands wherever you'd like, but try to sit up tall and just work into that knee joint a little bit. Press it forward and then come on in for the hinge. And then we'll open it up as you're ready. So this time I like to kind of sit a little forward, grab the bottom of the chair, and then open up to the side. And then come on back to center. Good. Open it up. Say hello to that left hip. Come on to center. Again for 3. And center. 2. Back to center. Last one, we stay. Maybe the right arm comes out to the right. Can you sit up a little bit taller in your chair? Feel some core strength engaged. Left arm comes out to the left. Option if you want to press it. Can you do it without leaning to the right? That's the trick. Arms up to the sky, only if that's available for you today. Maybe a little shaking. Embrace it. Breathe free. And then let it go. Come right underneath of the left thigh now. Let's take a few rotations. One direction. And then the other. Remember, nice, slow, fluid movements here. We're still in a meditation. Excellent. And then drop that down. Notice how you're feeling. Okay, let's go for a little bit of standing up here. So if you want to challenge, you can bring the hands forward, kind of ground down through the feet. Take a deep inhale through the nose and then exhale. Let's stand it up. Reach nice and tall. And then hands come back down in front of you, maybe a little squat. Can you hover there for a moment? Can you squeeze the inner thighs towards one another? Press your weight into the heels. Try to lengthen the spine and try to smooth out the breath. Give it another inhale here. Let's stand up. Reach nice and tall. Try one more time. Let's come back to the squat here. Sink the hips back. Put the weight in the heels. Keep breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up, reach high. Now just drop the right arm down by your side. Left arm swims to the sky, and then a little side bend. Make it sweet. Come on back up. Inhale, breathe free. Exhale, left arm down, right arm across. You got it. Ground into both feet. Come on back up to the sky. Reach it high. Now take your elbows out to the side, a little cactus here. You're going to notice the shoulder blades kind of come down the back, placing those elbows into place. Chest is open. Take a breath. And then exhale, a little chest press. Bring those forearms together like you're moving through something thick. Open it up on your inhale. Exhale, press it together. Take one more. Inhale, open. Exhale, press. Once you get here, take your hands, interlace, start to take the wrists around. So we got the most complicated joint in the body now, our wrist joint, all those little tendons, ligaments, bones in there. So begin to get that hyaluronic acid flowing, producing collagen, elastin. Don't need to buy it on the shelf. We got it right here. It's all natural. Good. From here, take your hands down by your sides, and then we'll work a little more into those finger joints, right? Arthritis prevention or treating any arthritis that we have so we feel better. Take your right hand, bring it out in front of you, put your thumb up to the sky. Give me a thumbs up. And then how about a peace sign? Good. And then we do Boy Scout. So you tuck the pinky, you got the thumb here. And then how about a little Vulcan, Spock? Good. Little surfer. How about hang loose? Nice. Now shake it out. Other side. Thumbs up. Peace, dude. Cool. And then we'll take that Boy Scout honor. Vulcan, Dr. Spock, open. Good. Hang loose. I like it. Shake it out. All right, one last movement here. So let's take the right hand again. Bring it up in front of you. Take your thumb and tuck it. Now take your four fingers. Tighten it up there. I want you to flick on that light. Good. Now, following one finger at a time, let's start to open. Index, middle, ring, pinky. All the way open. I'm watching it. Come on back in. Pinky, ring, middle, index. Leave the thumb up. Imagine it's a wish, your intention. What do you want to bring with you this week? Some more calmness, some more peace, some more joy. Take a deep inhale. Blow it out. Good. Go ahead and let it go. Take that right shoulder. Go ahead and roll it up to the ear. Drop it down and away. One more time. Roll it up and drop it down and away. The whole arm's going to come this time. Come back and up. Inhale. And then down and forward as you exhale. One more time. Inhale deep. And then exhale down. Let's take it to the back. Backstroke. Inhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Left hand. Let's bring it out in front of us. Tuck the thumb. Wrap it in. When you're ready, let's see the light. Good. Start to open it up wide. One finger at a time, coming all the way up, expanding that chest, looking back. And then come on back forward. Pinky, ring, middle, index. Another chance for a wish. Breathe in deep and full. And then good. All right, let's practice some balance, shall we? Let's come to the right side of our chair. And then this is our tandem balancing pose. So you've got your left hand on the chair for some support here. Take your right heel of your right foot and put it right up against that second toe on your left foot. Now, there'll be a little bit of a soft bend in your knees, and I want you to try to get as much surface area on the ground as you can so that you can stabilize. Stand up nice and tall. Bring the right hand to your heart space. So you guys know this is the first step here, just trying to find stable with the stability with the support of the chair. Your next step, once you find a place for your eyes to gaze, we've got a great floor for it. Find one spot for focus, would be to take that hand and to meet that hand in prayer. And then you start to smooth out the breath. Find your focus. If you want to up the ante a little bit from here, you would look and change your gaze maybe towards the horizon. And then notice how things shift. You feeling strong and stable today? Your balance is good. Last step here, upping the ante once more, closing those eyes. And you'll feel all those little muscles inside the legs turn on. Can you smile warmly towards them? That life inside of you. And we just practice being calm in a difficult moment. That's the muscle we're working right now. Calmness, benevolence, how we speak to ourselves. A couple more moments there just to practice. Yep. Good. All right, go ahead and release what you got. Come on over to the other side. We'll go straight to it. My teacher always says, I hope you fall. I hope the whole row goes down, right? Anybody can be calm when you're sticking it like glue, but when stuff hits the fan, right? That's when the real yoga practice comes in. So that's good. We want to challenge our edges here. So here we have our left foot becomes the front foot. We're in tandem on that tightrope. Right smack up against that second toe. Maybe a little soft bend here. Starting with the left hand in prayer at the heart space. And then perhaps finding what we call drishti, or a focal point. Lining up with that. Trying to keep those eyes just focused. Keep bringing the mind back to what you're doing. Next stage would be to look towards the horizon, changing the gaze. And then, of course, if you're feeling a little precocious and you want to close your eyes, having some fun there. Good. A couple more moments. Work your edge. And then give that a break. Good job. Take your hands to your hips. Let's do a little circles. One direction. Any little nooks and crannies in that lower back that are feeling tight and tense. Send some good oxygen right into there. And then the other side. Go ahead and reverse. Reverse the flow. All right, come on back up to standing. Let's grab the plate, shall we? If you've got a ball, this will work fine. Start with it in the right hand. Okay, so remember, nothing wrong with a little bit of cardio in our yoga practice to keep the heart from atrophying. Nothing crazy, but yeah, we'll just get that blood flow working and a little bit of brain movement as well. So see if you can follow along. Starting with the plate in the right hand, we'll come on up to the sky, reach high, and then bring it down on the left side. Go ahead and come up again, and then come on down. Do that again. Come on up, and come on down. Come on up, and come on down. How about behind the back this time? And let's just keep going. Same direction for 3, 2, and 1. Let's reverse. Left side. 4, 3, 2. This is the calm before the storm. Come on under that right leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left side. Let's go, hip flexors. This is walking upstairs right now. 2, and 1. Now it's in the right hand, so we're going to the top and we're taking it down. Then we're coming back up and we're taking it down. Then we go behind the back one time and then the other side. You drop that plate, pick it right up and join us. Other side, to the right, to the left, behind the back, to the sky, and down to the sky, and down, the right, the right, the right, the right, the left, the left, the left, the left, behind the back, back, and other side. Oh, you guys are getting too good. Other side, come up to the sky, down, back, leg, 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 leg. Give yourself a hand. Excellent. All right. Toss the plate. Don't need it anymore. Let's take downward facing dog. So turn that chair so that you've got your hands on the chair here. I want you to walk your feet back a nice stable distance. Now remember, you want the feet to be separated at least with the width of your hips. But if you want to go a little wider, you could do that. You want to extend the arms long, and the knees can be bent here. Drop your ears between your upper arms, and imagine like someone's got a hook in your tailbone or that back belt loop, and they're just drawing it up and back. The knees can start to straighten here. It depends how much you want to get into those hamstrings, but this is really about the length of your spine. So let's decompress. Breathe deep and full. When you inhale, that belly expands. And when you exhale, draw everything in, navel to spine. 2 more big breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last one here. Breathe deep. And exhale. Good. Start to walk your way towards the chair. And then turn the chair forward to straighten out. We'll do another balancing exercise here. So come onto the right side of the chair. And we're going to make our right leg is going to be our standing leg. So let's start with that really good solid foundation. Can you lift and spread the toes on the right foot and then place them back down? So you've got good surface area here. Root down through the standing leg without locking out the knee joint and shift the weight so that that left foot starts to come up off of the floor. Now, place your right hand on your right hip here and start to draw that left knee up towards the chest, just to your own degree, remember. So I don't care how high you lift your knee, but I do want your spine to be tall because we care more about the spine. In yoga, you can live without a leg, can't live without your spine. So let's work on spine health as well. Now, staying like this, let's see if we can rotate our upper body towards the chair. Hips are still facing forward. If you want from here, you could reach your right hand forward. You could, if you'd like, just leave your index finger on the chair. A little more daring. If you want to take that arm, see if you can start to bring it back without leaning back. Just an opportunity to play with that balance inside of a twist. Last opportunity, you want to kick that foot forward, re-ground through that bottom foot. Are you still breathing? All right, go ahead and turn it forward, let it go. Come straight down onto the knees. Make some circles, one direction. And then reverse. Good. Come on and stand up. We'll switch standing legs. So now our left leg is going to become the standing leg. Bring your left hand onto the chair. You can take your right hand back to your hip if you'd like. Check out those toes. Make sure you've got a good surface area on the foundation. And then start to lift that right knee forward. Good. Standing up tall. Just like we did when we were seated in the chair, can you open that right knee to the right and then bring it back to center? Again, opening it to the right, back to center. One more time, we'll take it open to the right. Re-ground through the bottom foot, lift up through the crown of the head. Now if you want, you can reach the right arm out like an airplane wing. Maybe the left arm comes up off the chair, yogi's choice. If you want to press that heel forward. Opportunity once more, playing with some balance. Maybe both hands to the sky. Reach high, final moment there. Exhale, let it go. Okay, other side. Let's do it. So the first balancing practice is neutral rotation with the hips. They stay facing forward. When we do the twist and we twist towards the chair, I still try to maintain as much neutrality facing forward in my hips as possible. Remember that we twist from above the diaphragm because we still want our lumbar back spine to be stable. We want this part to be mobile, the breast cage, so we turn towards the chair like this. So our left leg is the standing leg now. We want to try to spread those toes out. The bottom knuckle in your left big toe is the big key here. You really want to feel that knuckle pressing down into the ground. And then start to shift your weight onto that foot, bringing that knee up towards the chest, right? Re-ground, like you've got strong roots through that bottom leg. And then once you feel that, you could start to twist from above the diaphragm, turn towards that chair. And then remember, you have options here. So you can guide that left arm straight forward, palm turning inward. If you want, you could take everything but one finger off that chair, maybe the pinky this time. You just play with that, feeling like you want to expand a bit. See what happens there. Can you do it without holding your breath? Maybe press that forward. Can you press that heel forward without leaning back? That's your psoas muscle. You don't see it from the outside, but it's the biggest muscle in your body. Breathe deep and full. One last moment to practice here. And then come on back in. Let's open up the feet a little bit wide here. Just clear some space, okay? Empty coat sleeves, arms dangle. Let's go a little back and forth. All right, so you incorporate a little bit of these Tai Chi moves. Just kind of let the body be fluid, even maybe tapping the kidneys a bit, flushing out anything we don't need. For 3, 2, and 1. Come on back to some steadiness. Take your stand. And then one more piece of our standing movements to go. You guys are doing great. Go ahead and come back to the left side of your chair. And we're going to switch our standing leg. So now it becomes the right leg. Go ahead and ground. Bring that left knee up towards the chest. From here, take it out towards the side. Try not to lean towards the chair. So it might mean that you don't open the knee as wide. Come on back to center. And then open. Back to center. And open. Reground. Can you feel that bottom knuckle on your right big toe pressing into the floor? Right, that's your stability right there. Good. Maybe bring that left arm out like an airplane wing. Maybe the right. And then can we press the heel without leaning towards the chair? Keep breathing. How about both hands up to the sky? Reach high. And then let it go. Walk it out. Find your seat. And take a moment. Turn inside. Notice how you feel, the result of your effort. So everything has this residue, all the different poses. So we can kind of just feel into that energetically in our body, maybe more fatigued, maybe a little lighter, hopefully more focused. And then from here, if you can see, if you can bring your right ankle on top of the left knee. And remember, if your knee's all the way up in the sky, that's perfectly normal. If this is completely unapproachable, you can always drop that ankle down. We're just looking for some extra rotation in that hip joint. So if it feels okay, we're going to move towards a pigeon pose here. First thing we do is kind of lengthen like that pigeon, kind of lift our breastbone towards the horizon. And then we lean forward, and it's like you're trying to draw the crown of the head towards the big toe on the ground or beyond the shin. And you find a place that feels like it's the edge of your range of motion. Takes a couple moments to find it. You just flirt with the edge there. And once it tells you, okay, this is your spot, it's not too much, not too little, there's nothing more you can do. You stay there and you breathe. And whenever your mind gets distracted, come right back to the next breath. In through the nose and out through the nose. Take another breath, inhaling, and a full release. And then nice and easily start to sit your way back up. Go ahead and drape that leg all the way on top. Squeeze the inner thighs together, touching into some of our endocrine system, the lymph nodes. Open the arms out nice and wide here. Expand the chest, the heart open. And then we're going to take our right hand to our left shoulder, left hand to the right shoulder. Lift the elbows, spread the front of the body. Exhale, draw the chin down towards the chest. And then in yoga, we like to say that you give love from the front of the body, from the heart, and you receive it through the back body. So let's just imagine somebody in our life that really loves and supports us, that they're just giving us a nice pat on the back right now, saying, good job for doing this practice and for coming to yoga today. Slowly start to unfurl the arms, unfurl the legs, and then a little windshield wiper back and forth through those knees. And then taking it to the other side, take the left ankle, place it on top of the right knee, and then flex the foot as best as you can here to protect your knee joint. Just set yourself up for where it's going to feel right for you. Lengthen through the spine, maybe lift that breastbone up towards the horizon a little bit, and then start to fold your way over and down. And again, we don't assume that it's going to be the same as the other side. Our hips have different histories, different injuries. You find a place that feels right for you. Stay and breathe. And you can come back to those intentions. If there's anything I'm holding on to here that I don't need, can I just let it go on these long, smooth exhales? Find one last big breath in. Exhale completely. Draw your way back up. Drape that leg on top. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another. Open up the arms nice and wide. This time the left arm comes first, followed by the right. On an inhale, stretch the elbows high. As you exhale, curl everything in. So turning towards your own heart here. As you tuck the chin down into the chest, you're also targeting your thyroid gland, regulating our metabolism, our blood sugar levels. So maybe even give an extra little swallow here. Just flushing out anything that's not skillful or serving us today, this week, this season, this life. After you find another exhale in the pose, gently begin to unfurl that body, unwrap yourself. Perhaps you want to rinse it out one more time. And then find your seat here. Go ahead and place your hands onto your lap. Take the shoulders down the back. We're sitting upright. We're not uptight. And then maybe you close your eyes if it feels comfortable for you, or you just gaze softly down onto the floor. At this moment, you can let go of the deep breathing. You no longer need that. Hopefully, the mind started to steady. And we'll just come back to those thoughts of gratitude. And we're here in beautiful Ship Bottom, New Jersey at the beach. Maybe there's a favorite spot on Long Beach Island that you like to go to sit on the beach and to watch the waves roll in and out. If you can place yourself on that spot, on your beach chair, listening to the waves, and imagining that all of these grains of sand along the island here, that every single one of them are treasures in your life. The people in your life that have come and gone, all of the memories that you hold dear. Perhaps it's the home that gives you shelter, or your cupboards that are full of food. Maybe it's the first time that you ever saw a rainbow. A beautiful summer day with the family here at the shore. Or this beautiful season of fall where we get to experience the quietness on the island when the weather is still working for us. Now take your hands, imagine you've got 2 shovels right here. I want you to dig into this sand, just gather up all those treasures. I want you to bring it into your heart and take a big breath as you fill up with gratitude. And then share those blessings out into the world. Just spread them out. Let's do that one more time. Go ahead and pick up those big buckets of gratitude. Bring them into your heart. Take a breath in. And then share them with everyone else this world that can use some of that. And then bring those hands to prayer at that heart space. And once again, some gratitude to yourself for coming today. Perhaps the first person that ever brought you to a yoga class, or yoga teachers, the yogis that passed this down, this beautiful tradition. And then the thumbs to the third eye space for clarity of thought. We'll move the fingers to the lips for kindness in our speech that goes to ourselves and for one another. And then bringing it back home, space of the heart, consistency of action where it really matters. We allow this practice to help guide us in what we think, say, and do. I want to thank all of you for coming today. It's such a joy to share this with you. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Beautiful.